It's raining. So I took the dog to daycare and went to Starbucks. Exciting for me. Oh, dripping coffee all over the place. Oh, that's hot. Good morning, good morning. Bonjour, bonjour. My friend Emily speaks French. I do not speak any French except for bonjour, je m'appelle Jamie. Bonjour. Man, that is hot, but that is so good. Everybody always wants to know what I drink from Starbucks. I drink a Grande Pike with steamed soy, no foam. I hate foam. It's like a mouthful of jizz. I think even jizz is better than foam if I'm keeping it 100. How's everybody doing this morning? Good? Anyway, so it is rainy and freezing cold in Birmingham, and we had a nasty storm last night. And so we're on a 2-hour delay because in Alabama, we can get tornadoes. I don't joke about tornadoes anymore since that one came through my frickin' backyard. Yes, I take my dog to daycare because he is a puppy and he's still a puppy. Don't let that big size fool you. He's only 1.5 years old. And when he is left alone, he's good for like an hour. And then he's like, okay, what can I do to piss mom off since she left me here by herself? Anyway, so as I cycle through the cycle of emotions, ooh, how's this blue scrunchie? Guys, I know you think I'm very sexy and my nipples are hard. Anyway, as I cycle through the sort of gamut of emotions, I realize that red flags are really interesting in that a lot of times we see them, but we don't acknowledge that we see them. Then in hindsight, happy birthday, Nancy. Then in hindsight, we look back and we go, ooh, there were a lot of red flags that I just chose not to see, right? That's one way. But how about when we see the red flags and we acknowledge that there's red flags? We go, ooh, this person has a lot of red flags. And we intentionally ignore them. We see them, we acknowledge them, and then we intentionally ignore them anyway. Raise your hand if you've ever fucking done that. I'm like a mime. That's me. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you come with red flags? Ooh, a lot of red flags over here. Like a fucking magician pulling red flags out of their bag. That's stupid. And you just be like, I see him, but I'll be all right. She won't do it to me. He won't do it to me. Maybe he will. Maybe I want to do whatever I want to do anyway. Sometimes we just want to do what we want to do. We know it's going to crash and burn. We know it's going to crash and burn, but we still want to do it. Do you know how many times I smoked weed in high school? Not a lot, because I never liked it. But every time I smoked weed in high school, at some point during my high, I would get paranoid. So sometimes I would laugh really hard. Sometimes I would eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But every time I would get paranoid. And every time somebody would be like, ooh, you want to smoke? And I would be like, okay. My head would be like, you know, you're going to get paranoid and think like the cops are going to come and whatever and bug out. And I'd be like, That's all right. And then I would smoke and get paranoid and be like, I'm never doing this again. That's what I do with people. I see the red flags. This person's gonna make me fucked up. You wanna hang out with them? Okay. Jamie. Why? Jamie, why? I don't know. Obviously there was something I needed from them. And at the time, even though I knew it was going to crash and burn and I knew the end was going to hurt me, I needed something they had to offer. But couldn't you at least try to look for that in somebody who wasn't covered in red flags? I mean, I could have, but that feels like a lot of work. And I found it in this person. So I just moved the red flags over like a shower curtain. Well, now that shit hurts, doesn't it? Yes. It does. But I'll still do it again, though. I'll still do it again. Is what it is. Is what it is. So, I have no regrets. I have no regrets about anything that I do. Even the people that like really did me dirty. You know, people for me are like tattoos. I really don't give a shit. Honestly, like, you know, it's like sometimes we think that they won't do it to us, and sometimes we know they probably will. I knew it was going to happen. I knew I was going to end up in this place with you doing this coffee talk. I knew the friendship was going to end. I knew it. I'm not a fucking bruja. I didn't need to be a magician to see this shit coming. I knew what it was when I signed up. I knew what it was. I knew it, and I did it anyway. That is a fact. That is a fact. You can't get mad at the dog killer when the dog killer kills the dog. If you knew they were a dog killer and you brought them into your house, I don't care how long you separate them from the dog, eventually they're going to kill the dog. And you can't be mad. I can't even be mad. I knew what it was when I signed up. I'm fucking Drake. I'm not even mad. How did I know? Because I knew. Because if they do it to Sally, they'll do it to Susan, and they'll do it to Stephanie, and they'll do it to Jamie, and they'll do it to whatever. I knew what it was. Bitch, I see patterns. Remember when you were in class, in school, and they would be like, 1 apple, 2 apple, 3 apple. And then they would give you the number 4 and be like, what comes after the 4? And you'd be like, ooh, it's an apple. Yeah, because you know patterns. And we were close. The thing is, I knew what, listen, Linda, listen. I knew what it was when I signed up. We do that to ourselves 1,000 times. How many times did we know what it was going to be? We knew but we do it because we want to. That's just a fact. I wanted to. I wasn't even in pattern denial. I was like, how long till we hit that apple? I have to keep it 100%, y'all. I have to. I cannot make it seem like somebody presented themselves as a dog lover and turned out to be a dog killer. No. It was a dog killer from the door. I knew what it was when I opened the door. I try to keep the dog in the back, but shit happens. You got a dog killer in your house, the dog's gonna die. It is what it is. Anyway, this is about me. This is about Jamie and why Jamie, why Jamie lets dog killers in her house. Why? Why do I always have to see if people can be as loyal as me? Can they show up for me? Why am I always testing people? Like, why am I always taking dog killers and putting them in a house with dogs? Why? To prove they're a dog killer? Jamie, why you gotta do that? I don't know. You wanna see like if maybe you love a dog killer so much you can love them out of who they are? Jamie, you're not that special. Jamie, you're really not that special. You can't love someone out of who they are. You can't loyalty at someone out of who they are. Stop trying to, I'm talking to myself now, clearly. But it doesn't even matter if I'm a loyal friend. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. If I'm loyal, it doesn't matter. The dog could be sweet. The dog could be tiny. The dog could never even bark. The dog could be so perfect. A dog killer is still going to kill the dog. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I knew what it was when I signed up. Was there a part of me that hoped that my loyalty and love and mothering and sisterhood could make other people feel so they could see what I see in them? That's all my ego. That's my ego. My ego, oh my God, you're such a good friend. You're so loving, Jamie. Okay. Still a dog killer. Period. And by the way, kind of not even a wolf in sheep's clothing. Kind of just a wolf that I ran in a pack with and thought I could love the wolf into becoming a turkey. I don't know. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I am really using this to try to learn about myself. Yes, it hurts. It still hurts because your dog is dead. You know what I mean? You brought the dog killer in the house and you knew they were going to kill your dog, but now the dog's dead. It's still sad when the dog is dead. But now you have to look and go, why am I still letting dog killers in my house? Is it that I thought the dog killer wouldn't kill my dog? Is it that I thought if I loved the dog killer in the right way, they wouldn't want to kill dogs anymore? And who the fuck do I think I am? Real talk. Who do I think I am? I'm not God. I'm not special. I can't change who people are in their journey, where they are in their life. I'm not that powerful. People either change because they want to or they have to, but it's not because you love them. Don't believe the Celine Dion songs. That's some bullshit. Now, I'm saying somebody said you can't always tell the dog killer. No, I'm not talking about that. That's different. Right? Sometimes you can't tell a dog killer, but I'm talking about when you know the person is a dog killer and you let them in. I remember way back when I had a friend in Birmingham and everybody hated her. And I defended her and I went to war for her. I threatened to beat people up in the street for her. I stepped all the way out of my face for this girl. I loved her. I brought her blessings, opportunities, put her on TV. I'm talking about loved this girl. And when I tell you she did me dirty, but who did I have to blame when the whole town was telling me she was a snake? And I was like, I don't care, snake, come on in. I knew what it was. I just wanted to believe I was special enough that the snake wouldn't, I don't know, bite me or something. But guys, we have to stop. We have to stop blaming the people that hurt us when we know what it is when we get in. Facts. You listen to me. Stop blaming the snakes and the dog killers. Stop. Seriously. You look like a fool. Drunk. Girl, you don't even know what she did to me. She's so dirty, I can't stand. You knew what it was when you signed up. Now you have to look at yourself. Why are you doing this? That's where I'm at right now. You gotta stop. You can't be mad at a snake for doing snake shit. Oh, the snake came in and bit somebody? I mean, that's what snakes do. You can't be mad at a snake for doing snake shit. I'm sorry, you can't. You gotta be mad at yourself. Stop holding the snake. Stop touching the snake. Stop trying to love the snake into becoming a kitten. You can't turn a snake into a kitten. Just like you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Period. Unless the hoe wants to be a housewife. Different. But that's not you turning the hoe into a housewife. That's the hoe saying, I'm ready with hoe shit. I'm done. I want to be a housewife. Different. Okay, I think you guys get the point. I have a lot of self-reflection and shit I have to do to learn about myself and really figure out why I do this. You know what I mean? It's all about me. I got to figure it out. I'm doing work on myself. I'm working on me. And so is God. So, anyway, I love you, and I think I'm done talking about this now. Because, honestly, I'm exhausted, and nothing's going to change. It's about me. I got to do the work now. Truly. I got to do the work. I'm about to do it. I'm telling you, I'm going to get to heaven and God's going to be like, whoo, child, you were busy. You were busy, sis. I'm like, I know. I won't. I'm going to be like, my God. He's going to be like, right. I'm going to be like, no, my God. He's going to be like, right. All right. I love you very much. And truly, I hope that you have a great Thursday. I hope it's productive. I hope it's safe. I hope that you feel loved and inspired by my shoulder and my blue scrunchie. And I just love you. I love you. I really do. I love you. And when I figure out what the work is, I'll tell you. Okay, have a great, great day.